I've decided to move forward with my breast reduction surgery. This is something that I've thought long and hard about, and I finally feel ready. I chose Dr. Barron with the Breast, Body, Beauty, Plastics, and Reconstructive Surgery team because she's a woman who really understands women's bodies.
Chantel Everett, a name that has become synonymous with drama, transformation, and bold life choices in the world of 90 Day Fiancé. And now, she's making headlines once again, this time for a deeply personal and life-changing decision. After years of struggling with back pain, insecurities, and the physical toll of carrying a heavy bust size, Chantel has officially revealed her plans to undergo breast reduction surgery. That's right, the reality TV star is preparing to take another major step toward reclaiming her confidence, her health, and her future. This will actually be Chantel's second surgery. Fans will remember that she previously went under the knife to remove a birthmark during her appearance on 90 Day Diaries. At the time, Chantel admitted she was nervous, but ultimately, she came out of the procedure feeling stronger, more confident, and ready to embrace change. Now, with her breast reduction, Chantel is once again putting her trust in the transformative power of surgery. But make no mistake, this isn't just about appearance. Chantel opened up about the intense back pain she has endured for years, admitting that her job as a travel nurse has only made things worse. On her feet for long hours every single day, the pain became overwhelming, and finally, she decided it was time to take action. Chantel herself wrote, "As a travel nurse, I'm on my feet all day, and the back pain has been real." Recently, Chantel took her fans behind the scenes, sharing a raw and intimate look at her consultation at the Breast, Body, Beauty, Plastic, and Reconstructive Surgery Clinic, led by the renowned Dr. Barron. In the video, viewers saw Chantel walking through the clinic doors, meeting with her surgeon, and even donning a robe so the doctor could carefully examine her. Every detail of the procedure was discussed, and Chantel made it clear this was about far more than just looks. For her, this is about comfort, health, and living a life free from constant physical strain. And while her fans have rallied behind her decision, some co-stars haven't been as supportive. Tim Malcolm, in particular, made waves when he openly expressed his disapproval of Chantel's choice. Viewers still remember his reaction, a mix of shock and disappointment, as he struggled to understand why she would want to change her appearance. But Chantel remains unfazed. For her, this journey is not about pleasing others, but about finally prioritizing herself. Of course, Chantel's personal life has been just as headline-making as her surgeries. Fans were stunned when she came out as bisexual on Hunt for Love. At the time, she confessed that she had been unsure about her sexuality while on the show, but her heart remained tied to a friend she had kissed before filming. After the camera stopped rolling, Chantel pursued that relationship, and at the tell-all, she confirmed she was officially dating her friend Ashley. The reunion was nothing short of explosive. Chantel and Ashley openly flaunted their love, while Chantel's mother wrestled with the news. Though initially upset, her mom eventually agreed to support her daughter, even promising to attend her wedding. Since then, Chantel and Ashley have been thriving together, showing off their bond on social media and proving that Chantel is truly living her most authentic life. Now, between love, family drama, and her upcoming surgery, Chantel Everett is stepping into an entirely new chapter. She's determined to put her health first, strengthen her confidence, and continue living life on her own terms. The big question fans are asking is, when will Chantel go through with the surgery? And even more importantly, how will her co-stars, her family, and yes, even Tim Malcolm, react to this dramatic transformation? One thing is for certain, Chantel is not afraid to face the spotlight, make bold moves, and embrace change, no matter who approves or disapproves. This isn't just a cosmetic procedure, it's a declaration that she's ready to live life pain-free, confidently, and unapologetically. So what do you think? Will Chantel's surgery mark a turning point in her life? And will her bold choices continue to inspire or divide the 90 Day Fiancé universe? Tim Malcolm has finally broken his silence, and 90 Day Fiancé fans are hanging on to every single word. 4 weeks now, the rumor mill has been spinning out of control. Whispers spread that Tiffany Franco was carrying Tim's child. Others swore that the two had tied the knot in a secret wedding ceremony in Las Vegas. Could it really be true? Were Tim and Tiffany not just dating, but already married and starting a family? Well, the speculation has finally reached Tim himself. And now, he's stepping forward to set the record straight once and for all. The drama all started when Tim and Tiffany began appearing together frequently, not just on social media, but in real life too. Fans noticed the way they interacted, the playful teasing, the affectionate body language, and those little flirtatious comments they left under each other's posts. For many viewers, it was obvious that something was going on. Tim himself only added fuel to the fire when he began calling Tiffany his wifey. The nickname quickly caught on, sparking even more rumors that maybe the two weren't just close friends, but much more. And if that wasn't enough, Jennifer Tarazona poured gasoline on the flames. During Hunt for Love, she boldly claimed that Tim and Tiffany were spending every single night together, implying that their bond was far more intimate than either of them had admitted. From that point on, fans were convinced Tim and Tiffany were a couple, and the rumors of marriage and pregnancy only intensified. But now, Tim has had enough. Taking to Instagram, he decided it was time to put the speculation to rest. In a clip shared with his followers, Tim appeared alongside Tiffany at a sports match. The two were laughing, smiling, and at one point, Tim even playfully ran his hand through Tiffany's hair. Their chemistry was undeniable, but so was Tim's message. In his caption, he addressed the swirling gossip directly. Tim stated firmly that Tiffany was not pregnant, she was not carrying his child, and the two of them had definitely not gotten married in Las Vegas. That is all to clear up at this time, he concluded, making sure fans knew exactly where things stood. And yet, even while shutting down the rumors, Tim couldn't resist stirring the pot just a little bit. He referred to Tiffany once again as his gorgeous wife, a nickname that, according to him, is purely playful, but one that continues to drive fans wild with curiosity. Tim also spoke highly of Tiffany, admitting that she's an amazing person and that it's rare to meet someone like her. His words only added fuel to the ongoing debate. Is there more to their story than they're letting on? Because hey, race the truth, even with Tim's clarification, many fans aren't convinced. They believe his denial might only be part of the story. After all, the chemistry between Tim and Tiffany is undeniable. The way they laugh together, the comfort they share, the natural bond that shines through, it's hard not to wonder if there's something deeper going on. Viewers are already pushing for them to take the plunge and make it official. Many say they'd be a perfect match, and their connection could easily blossom into a real romance. So the question remains, did Tim Malcolm's revelation put an end to the fire, or did it only add more smoke and heat to an already burning rumor? One thing is certain, the Tim and Tiffany saga is far from over. Jasmine Pineda is back in the spotlight, and this time, the 90-Day Fiancé star has fans buzzing with rumors of yet another pregnancy. Yes, Jasmine recently stunned her followers by posting pictures online, cradling what looked like a glowing baby bump in a flowing orange and purple dress. The images immediately sent shockwaves through the fandom. Could Jasmine really be expecting baby number 2 with Matt Brownies? Or is there more to the story than meets the eye? At first glance, it seemed like a straightforward announcement, a proud mother showing off her growing belly. But as always with Jasmine, things are never that simple. Viewers quickly began dissecting every detail, and before long, skepticism crept in. Was Jasmine truly pregnant again? Or was she simply stirring the pot in classic Jasmine fashion? To make matters even more complicated, Matt Brownies himself stepped into the conversation. He left a heartfelt comment, confessing that he still loved Jasmine deeply and had waited patiently for her, believing in their togetherness. But his words carried a heavy tone. Matt admitted that his love wasn't being met with the same care. He said he felt worn down, almost like he was begging for affection. Those raw emotions left fans questioning, if Matt feels this neglected, is Jasmine even still in love with him? And if their relationship is this fragile, why would she be planning for another baby? The drama didn't stop there. Longtime fans of the show began debating Jasmine's growing family tree. She already has 2 sons from her marriage in Panama. She later welcomed baby Matilda with Matt Brownies. And on top of that, some viewers even speculated that her controversial sister had been misinterpreted as Jasmine's daughter. With all these twists, fans were left wondering, will this be Jasmine's 4th child or her 5th? But then came the biggest twist of all. Sharp-eyed fans on Reddit pointed out something shocking. Jasmine's supposed baby bump photos might not be recent at all. Instead, they could be throwbacks from when she was pregnant with Matilda. Because of contractual obligations and NDAs during filming, Jasmine wasn't able to share certain pictures at the time. Now that the new season has started airing, it seems she's finally posting those old photos in sequence, as if reliving the moments all over again. One fan commented, "I think this was when she was pregnant with Matilda." Another quickly connected the dots. Writing, is it? Gosh, I hope so, because she's just now posting these. And just like that, the rumor mill flipped upside down. What looked like a fresh pregnancy announcement may have simply been Jasmine playing catch-up with her old memories. Fans breathed a sigh of relief, not because they don't love Jasmine as a mom, but because they feel she should focus on the children she already has, especially given how unstable her relationships have been. So what's the truth? Is Jasmine really expecting again, or is this just another one of her headline-making stunts? One thing is certain, Jasmine Pineda knows exactly how to keep fans talking. Whether it's love, drama, or motherhood, her storylines never fail to spark controversy. But hey, raise the big question. Has Jasmine actually turned the tables on everyone with a genuine pregnancy announcement, or is this just smoke and mirrors for the cameras? Either way, the tea is boiling hot. Colt Johnson is back in the headlines, and this time, he's making waves for all the wrong reasons. The 90-Day Fiancé star has become a permanent fixture at Kourtney's parents' house, sparking debates and criticism from fans across the globe. After ending things with his second wife, Vanessa, last year, Colt's divorce request was dismissed, meaning he remains legally married despite the split. But that didn't stop him from capturing Kourtney's hard-on hunt for love. Their relationship quickly became the talk of the town, until things took a dramatic turn. Kourtney accused Colt of infidelity, claiming he had spoken to random women over the phone, arranging meetings behind her back. She even noticed some girls sending him bouquets and gifts. The betrayal broke her trust, and their issues were painfully aired during the tell-all, leaving fans divided. Yet, even through the chaos, Kourtney cared deeply for Colt. She cried for him when he suffered a leg injury and was hospitalized, showing just how much she had invested in the relationship. But there were deeper tensions too, including dissatisfaction in the bedroom, that added fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, rumors have swirled that Colt has moved on, dating a new woman named Diana. Bloggers traced him to Brazil, suggesting he stayed there to meet his new love interest. Fans speculated he might be looking for a Brazilian woman to provide free medical care after his leg fracture. While Kourtney has publicly dispensed with these claims, speculation continues to swirl. Colt's misadventures don't stop there. He's had 3 car accidents in a row, yet still posted a bittersweet photo of himself standing in front of a tall historical monument in Brazil, expressing gratitude for the warm reception he received. But he revealed nothing about his possible new relationship, leaving fans convinced the truth is hiding just beneath the surface. Of course, the most talked about topic among fans is Kourtney choosing Colt over Usman. Many believe this was a mistake from the start. On Reddit and other platforms, critics slammed her decision, pointing out Colt's red flags: no stable job, no home, and a history of cheating. Even worse, Colt moved into her parents' house without contributing financially, living off their money and generosity, all while confessing to infidelity. And if that wasn't enough, Colt's abusive tendencies have also been highlighted. Fans allege he verbally exploited his own mother, leaving many wondering why Kourtney continues to tolerate him. Some commenters suggested she should have left him in the hospital instead of bringing him home, urging her to move on with her life. Yet others argue that Kourtney shares some responsibility. She hasn't exactly been practical or cautious, and her parents also drew criticism for allowing such reckless behavior in their home, seemingly prioritizing drama over judgment. For many viewers, Colt is now beyond tolerable. His actions have made him the ultimate example of what happens when red flags are ignored, and the fallout continues to dominate fan discussions. The big question remains, will Kourtney finally wake up to reality, or is Colt destined to continue exploiting her generosity and the patience of fans for the sake of drama? Cara Bass and Guillermo are walking on dangerously thin ice in HGA Season 9. After welcoming their son, Nicholas, fans expected the couple to be stronger than ever. But instead, trust issues, communication gaps, and serious allegations are threatening to tear their relationship apart. The drama began when Guillermo openly slammed Kara for hanging out with her ex, even staying at his house until 3 a.m. The TLC star questioned her loyalty, citing their past and the potential risks of old flames resurfacing. But Kara isn't backing down. She's firing back, accusing Guillermo of similar behavior and wondering if he's projecting his own actions onto her. So what really happened? Why is Kara feeling this way? Guillermo noticed Kara smiling at someone's texts and throwing tantrums when discussing her freedom. The tension escalated when Kara casually revealed she had met her ex, DJ, at a Latin night event at his house, no less at 3 in the morning. Guillermo was shocked, recalling Kara's history with DJ and questioning whether it was appropriate. Kara, however, stood firm. She explained, "I hooked up with this human literally once in 2011. One summer, one time. We have been very good friends since then." Despite her reassurances, Guillermo couldn't shake the unease, especially given DJ's history with her after the wedding. Throughout this turmoil, Kara has been desperately trying to prove she's not the problem in her marriage. She insists that all the issues stem from their communication and intimacy struggles, not infidelity. But as tensions rise, she seems ready to flip the narrative, hinting that Guillermo may be the one hiding secrets. "I don't want to believe he would do something like that," Kara confessed, showing just how conflicted she feels. Yet, her mother's words echo in her mind, especially recalling a moment when Guillermo took a shower immediately after coming home late, a detail that has fueled Kara's suspicions. Both Kara and Guillermo are yearning for affection, understanding, and emotional connection. The couple has even sought therapy during the season, hoping to bridge the gap between them. But despite their efforts, nothing seems to be working. Fans are left on edge, wondering whether Kara and Guillermo will ever overcome these obstacles or if their marriage has already started to unravel. Current updates suggest a more somber reality. The couple is likely co-parenting Nicholas while living more like roommates than spouses. The question remains, can Kara and Guillermo repair their fractured trust, or is this chapter of their lives destined to be defined by doubt and separation? Julia Trubkina is not one to back down, and her latest clash with Brandon's mother, Betty, on Happily Ever After Season 9 proves it. The tension between Julia and her mother-in-law has been simmering for years, and this time, it boiled over during preparations for their second wedding ceremony. Brandon has often found himself caught in the middle of their explosive drama, trying not to escalate situations. But even he reached his breaking point. Julia took a firm stand, criticizing Betty for meddling in her fertility appointments, a deeply personal matter that should have been private. The drama began when Julia's parents arrived in America. She and Brandon went to pick them up from the airport, only for Betty to call her son during the drive. Through the phone, Julia overheard her mother-in-law informing Brandon that she and Julia aren't on good terms, stirring the pot and reigniting old arguments. The last conversation between them had already led to a huge fight, leaving viewers amazed at Julia's resilience in handling the chaos. Despite the family drama, Julia and Brandon had joyful news to share. The couple announced they are expecting their first child together with a stunning Instagram maternity photo shoot, melting fans' hearts. For Julia, this moment was especially emotional. She had once feared she would never become a mother after being told by her Russian doctor that she had a polyp in her uterus. The pressure from both Brandon and his family weighed heavily on her over the years. On HGA Season 9, Episode 10, Julia and Brandon traveled to Miami with their parents to relive their wedding day, planning a beach ceremony filled with love, sunshine, and beautiful ocean views. Julia decided to take charge of the event, wanting everything to reflect her own vision. Naturally, Betty had her opinions, but Julia refused to be swayed. She candidly admitted to the cameras that her mother-in-law had dominated her first wedding, making it about herself and controlling every decision. This time, Julia was determined it would be different. "I want this for my parents. I want them to enjoy the beach vibes," Julia shared. She hoped the weather would cooperate and that her mother-in-law, if present, would leave her alone and keep her opinions to herself. Her frustration was clear. Betty had hijacked her special day before, and Julia was not going to let it happen again. Brandon, supporting his wife wholeheartedly, promised to follow her lead in every detail, ensuring that the second wedding ceremony would be perfectly tailored to Julia's wishes. For the couple, this ceremony was deeply meaningful, a chance to celebrate their love properly after their first wedding was constrained by the COVID-19 pandemic. With her baby bump, Brandon, by her side, and their pet Nala included in the celebration, Julia was finally able to enjoy a moment that was all about love, family, and her own happiness, a far cry from the drama that had plagued their first wedding. Stevie Nicole, one of 90 Day Fiancé's most beloved stars, recently took to Instagram for a heartfelt Q&A session with her fans, and she didn't hold back. Stevie, who married Madi on June 15, 2025, during the season 11 finale of the show, gave her followers an intimate look into her daily life, her relationship, and even her personal struggles. From her career to her health, from family dynamics to moments that bring her joy, Stevie's answers were warm, real, and refreshingly honest, making fans feel like they were talking to a close friend. When asked about the most challenging part of her weight loss journey, Stevie didn't mince words. She revealed that the hardest part was simply getting started. She admitted that she had to stop making excuses and stop sacrificing herself for others while abandoning herself. For Stevie, the journey wasn't just physical, it was mental and emotional, rooted in accountability and mindset. It's just as much a mental thing as it is physical, she shared, emphasizing the importance of learning to show up for herself. Fans were also curious about her social media presence. When asked why she rarely goes live, Stevie explained that Instagram has her banned an ad from going live for like 200 more days, and that her account has been under review since May. While it feels a bit strange, she occasionally goes live on TikTok to stay connected with her audience. Stevie also shared insights about her career. When asked if art is her full-time job, she replied that while she maintains a 9 to 5, she works on her art every night and all weekend, making it a full-time passion alongside her work. Of course, fans were most intrigued by her personal life. On her married life with Madi, Stevie described it as living with your best friend. She spoke openly about the ups and downs, the laughter, the struggles, and the joy of sharing every day with someone who truly understands her. She admitted she isn't always easy to love, but Madi lifts her, supports her, and patiently stands by her side. Being together is so much better than long distance, she added, acknowledging the difficulties they faced while apart. Even her family dynamics came up. When asked how her dad feels about Madi after knowing him for over 90 days, Stevie shared that the two get along wonderfully. Her dad recognizes Madi's kindness and reliability and knows he can always turn to him for anything, a reassuring endorsement for fans of the couple. Stevie also reflected on her portrayal on the show. She candidly admitted, "What you saw was me, but definitely not all of me. You got the trailer, not the full version." She explained that TV can only capture fragments and quick moments, which can lead viewers to form conclusions based on incomplete information. While some parts of her story were accurately shown, she feels she wasn't always fully understood. Was I accurately portrayed? In some ways, yes. Accurately understood? Nah. But true to her character, Stevie took accountability where needed, framing her experiences as part of her personal growth. It is what it is, no regrets, just growth, she concluded, a reminder to fans that life, like her journey on the show, is all about evolving and learning along the way. Stevie Nichol's Q&A was more than just a session with fans. It was an honest, human glimpse into the life of a reality TV star navigating love, growth, and self-discovery.